Hey Chance, how you doing? So, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the mod pack. Let's sum it up. What do we have with Burnout 3 today? We have HD textures. We have kilometers per hour. We can see the distance to our opponents in meters. The Crashbreaker. The fucking Crashbreaker, man, is in Burnout 3 with a mod now. That's gonna be sick. Obviously, we got 16:9 and 60 FPS for gameplay and menus. This is probably as remaster as it gets. So yeah, Burnout 3 HD remaster. Thank you, Dragna, for helping out, man. Helping out is probably the understatement of the day. He did everything. You ready to go? Off to the US and A. It looks so good, the interface already. This game is so snappy. Like yesterday I played GT4, a few minutes ago I checked GT7. This is so incredibly grippy, it's so good. Miles per hour, oh yeah, true. Didn't that work? Could have sworn I saw kilometers per hour first. Right, let's check the patches. Oh yeah, maybe one more thing I should show you guys. For settings, you want to go to game properties. Let me give you a quick rundown what I did. 300% overclock might be necessary if your PC is weak and the rest here. Patches, a lot of stuff is enabled. Oh, yeah, I accidentally disabled that. And it basically, everything is enabled with the exception of this one and everything after 16:9. So everything down here needs to be turned off because it's in a patch file. And this one's off and the rest is basically on. You're American, you can keep your miles per hour, bro. It's all good. All right, now it's all good. Now it's working. Man, that game is fast. I wasn't ready. After playing Gran Turismo, this feels so much freaking faster. Like, I understand how people are like, well, I don't like any simcade or simulation racing, it's too slow. And man, after playing Burnout, I see why again. Not gonna lie, the sense of speed in Burnout is intense. This feels like a lot more than 250. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Yeah, I've got music fitting for the time for the game. Today I'm gonna show you how to install Burnout 3 on your PC. Checkpoint, why is it so low? The waterfront low checkpoint. Maybe it'd be detected underpass. Yeah, possibly. Maybe it's a manual placement, the dev just messed up the road. I hate when they're behind me like this. I can take them down. Oh, Crashbreaker is kind of difficult though. If I don't see them, you know, the Crashbreaker is a bit of a waste. One thing I haven't checked if the Crashbreaker actually reduces your bar if you don't get a kill. If it's, you know, identical to how it is in Burnout Revenge. Got him. I love how we just saw his wreck despawn. What? Bitch. Okay, I think Crashbreaker does not take an extra life away like it usually would in Revenge. So I can use the Crashbreaker extensively without any consequences.
Oh, fuck.
Say Crash Escape. How am I not getting the points for this? Hey, another signature. Oh wait, another pillar driller. I was doing it for the achievement grind. You don't know about the achievements? Okay. You need to make an account on Retro Achievements and then... Where's the login? Oh yeah, there's achievements, and here you wanna, you know, log in. You can log in with your account, but obviously you gotta make it first. Then you get achievements in every game. Yes, every game. At least I think they did it for every game. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. It's all on Discord really. If it's not in the command itself. Hey, taken out. Wait, did I get it? I think I got a payback. So Crashbreaker is new in Burnout 3. It's a very cool addition, not gonna lie. 300, you'll be 47 years old. Yeah. The thing is, the question is, will I be around? Because I streamed for 8 years, right? So I would have to be around for another 16 years. Which I would say is not completely impossible, right? I'm 35, I'm about to be dead, but especially as a dad, you keep gaming, don't you? Oh, that's a funny idea. When I stop, my son takes over, or my daughter. Little cool. The question is, will my kid actually like content creation or play video games in general, right? A little philosopher MC. Dude, sometimes they're really hard to take out. You know what I was wondering? Do the different cars have different Crashbreakers? Just like they do in Revenge, or does every car have like a default Crashbreaker now? Honestly, I think it's just a super smooth 60 FPS, you know, kind of like Midnight Club 3 was looking super fast, because for the first time ever it wasn't slowing down. Actually, it was Midnight Club LA. Checkpoint. I'm a bit sad that the game doesn't say it. I feel like when it comes to classic arcade racing games, I find it quite exciting. What the fuck is going on now? Ubisoft DRM hack? What the fuck, dude? Checking all of my private data things. Hey, this one has been presented to you by Mad Monk. Amazing supplements, link in the description below. Love when I unlock 10 cars at once. This is what made me so annoyed about this game. That it has like a cutscene for every little small thing, and they all play like at once. Like it just keeps going and going and going. And to be fair, the coin is actually a good indicator. Dude, holy bounce! I seriously don't think the Crashbreaker does anything here. Dude, with the HD mods, the crashes look very intense. You know what I mean? Like you see all the dents and everything. Yep. Interesting skybox, huh? I mean, it looks a bit fake because why would there be like black clouds and white cloud next to each other? Like whatever the skybox is, it's everything but realistic. It seems like the world's ending. Yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with custom clouds, but what is this? Why is it just black? Like this guy doesn't go from white over blue to black. Like this is not a thing. Get him. Autopilot. See, that's why I want to turn him off, because this guy just commits suicide all the time. Driveclub. There's some modern ads in the game now. And I know what those pictures are for that I saw in the folder. Modern Driveclub, shouts to 2014, yeah. You know, I consider Driveclub a modern game because they haven't really made anything since that can even keep up with the visuals of Driveclub. And that's not nostalgia bait, right? It's like Most Wanted is still the best Need for Speed. Same as Driveclub has the best graphics, you know, it's just like that. You're gonna have to make something better first before you can claim that you can do better. Sure, you can get 4K and high refresh rates on the modern games, but they don't look better. It's basically you're looking at the same image, but with a higher resolution doesn't make it better. I think a better comparison is, you know, if you have an ugly girlfriend, she's not gonna be less ugly with a higher resolution. Camera, right? It's probably gonna look worse. PS5, holy shit. How did the PlayStation 2 make advertising for PS5? Very futuristic. Flow speed, hey, I found my car. And of course it's a Viper-esque car. How fitting. To be honest, I didn't know this game has this many mods. So Dragna got really deep into modding this game. But this is what I would actually consider an HD remaster with a bunch of goodies. I mean, putting the Crashbreaker into Burnout 3 is kind of cool. I mean, the game has it, but it's usually only available in the crash mode, right? Not during races. You can kind of tell, like with the aftertouch takedowns, that the way the camera is panning around is not really in a way where it's supposed to help you take out other races. Oh, that guy tried to rubber band kill us. Oh, we crashed, huh? Reset. One of the patches also skips some of the intro stuff, like where it asks you, hey, do you really want 60 FPS? Yes, I do. I do hope we're gonna get some sort of a renaissance for racing games. Leading, or rather the first game was like TXR, you know, Tokyo Extreme Racer, and then we're gonna go up again in the world. That'd be sick. I love that. Got him. It's nice because you get a boost meter back that you just lost from the crash. Welcome to Vienna, by the way. That is what this is designed after. It does have a few German names here and there, but it is designed after Vienna, which is funny. You know, people want the next Horizon to be in Japan. Man, put it into Central Europe. Get some Vienna in there. Plenty of things here actually look a lot like Vienna. It's funny how they all like scrambled it together. Command & Conquer games, open source. Yeah, that is true. Now we want open source Need for Speed games. Hell yeah. I would love that, man. That's if the source code still exists. True. Oh god, our first Formula race. Remember this one being a bit difficult. I think it's like one crash and you're not gonna make it. Man, this game is fast. The problem with the Formula cars is when they rub the walls, they lose a shit ton of speed. 336. Definitely feels faster. And no crash this time. Man, Burnout has actually some racing lines, huh? Boom, I've got a few. Damn, do I miss Burnout games that are fast like this. Love when the hood is up. It makes it really hard to see. Look at that. Those sparks are worse. Holy shit. Whoa. Whoa, physics! Wheelie out of nowhere. I mean, they said it would make 2 more Fast and Furious movies. We're definitely gonna see those too. And probably depending on how successful they are, they're gonna decide if they're gonna make more. As long as there's family, there's gonna be a movie. Can never turn your back on family. Ooh, Custom Coupe Ultimate. Fast and the Furious livery. Yeah, that's how I remember it. But it was already in Burnout too. It's definitely heavily inspired. And this track never disappoints to annoy me. I swear. It is the design of the track. Like, all these hills, you can't see over them, and then it's gonna be traffic, it's gonna be annoying. And too many corners sticking out. Holy shit! The thing is, if you don't have the 4x multiplayer, boost runs out a little bit too much. I mean, the game's still gonna be fast, it's just not gonna be as exciting. The thing is, they definitely rubber band back next to you, right? Ah! Got him. Oh, in the Formula 1 GP event. You know one of the tricks that you need to know, especially when in a Formula 1 car that loses most of its speed when it grinds the walls? You have to re-engage the nitrous, right? You will hit walls all the time. The trick is to let go of the nose, right? And you boost after you hit the wall, because if you keep boosting, your acceleration is low. But if you re-engage it, it's faster. So you're gonna re-accelerate much, much faster every time you redo the boost. And you have to redo the boost every time you grind on a wall, otherwise you lose out too much. And that'll dominate the car. It's a Viper with Porsche lights. This is weird. Whoa. Dude, when everything is HD, you really see like how much deformed the cars are. Kind of funny. Huh? Nice respawn. Holy shit. I'm not sure if there was anything else in this game that could have messed me up more in this situation. Alright, done with the US for now. Get the Far East and get Europe. Oh no, not the circuit racer. So this is what I meant earlier. You're gonna hit the wall, right? And after you hit the wall, that's when you hit the nitrous. That way you can force the game to have maximum acceleration. You can hear it from the acceleration itself, how hard the car is working and accelerating. But yeah, that's why the Formula cars are just terrible in this game, because you just lose all of your speed in the walls. Yeah, some of these time trials are really hard. It's so easy to crash in this game. Like, trying to get a perfect run is not easy. Right, that's what I mean with wall hits. Not a fuck. The car is hella fast, but should be a little bit more grippy in my opinion, and it definitely shouldn't slow down as much when you hit the wall. Damn it. I need that life. Dude, what is up with this section? It's really hard. Ubisoft, go fuck yourself, okay? Like, it updated earlier by itself, and now it throws error messages. Maybe picking the fast car was not the right decision. It seems harder to drive. Dude, that was such a bad save state. I wonder if there's ever gonna be a time where people have a real reason to switch to Linux. Sure, some things work better, but a lot of things don't work at all, right? Like, there's no full replacement for Windows. And I wonder if there ever will be, because you would have to put in so much work into Linux that it can do everything that Windows does. How do the Linux people even make money? Right, you can't buy Linux. So, is it all just, open source and, do your thing? Control and privacy. Yeah, if that's something that matters to you, that's legit. But man, all I want to do is play video games and entertain people, The easier that is, the better. Right, I don't want to worry about compatibility with software, things not working as they should. They sell support, yeah, that makes sense. You write something, it works, and then you sell the support in case someone needs help. Imagine putting mistakes and hard things into your distributions just so people have reason to pay you for support. That's 5 head. Whoa, wall ride. Let's see if we can still get the time trial with one crash. A few events you can. It's the finish line. Can you save me? Ow, 2 crashes. Just enough. 0.21 seconds left. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I feel like the moment they announced the Need for Speed is gonna be on a longer break, I feel like a lot of people gave up. Like, I feel like the sentiment of a lot of the people in the racing community went way down. I'd be wrong about this, but that's... I don't know, maybe it's my own bias playing into that, but that's kind of what it felt like. Since the run, they didn't make a single good game. I mean, it's somewhat true. I personally think Heat was the last good game that they made. I think the run was actually very flawed. Before Heat, it was Hot Pursuit 2010. Yeah, that I can agree with. I mean, I don't think the run was bad. I think the run was actually pretty good, but technically, it was terrible, on a technical level. Like, it didn't run well on consoles, it didn't run well on PC, like, too many problems with it, really. mods like this. Not really the same. You get some of the mods that this game has in Burnout Revenge. Like HD HUD and Textures, right? Just making the game look better. That you kinda have everywhere. That's like generally available for most PlayStation 2 games. Like whenever you have a fan for a game, they usually also have someone working on HD remasters. I mean, this is very much what an official remaster would look like. Now, I always had a little bit more fun with Revenge. I like the extra game elements, and I do prefer the crash mode in Revenge. The one car that got away. Oh, no, mind, it exploded. It got taken away by the Crashbreaker. Probably not gonna be gold. Oh, still gold without the multiplayer. That's good. Then you know he did a good run. When I exploded. Ah, there's the car going. That was quite a shockwave. Kaboom! It was a lot of fun. It was a fun game mode. And it gets better the further you get into the game because the events get bigger. In my opinion, they could have done so much in Burnout Paradise if they just kept using this game mechanic. This is one of those games where it's actually fun to crash out. In my opinion, if you can crash out in a game, at least make it interesting. Pro Street did it really well, and obviously the Burnout games did it really well. But there's some other games that did it really well. Like I'm thinking the first Forza Horizon, for example, actually had a decent damage model. Their night cycle is actually coming. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they just take what the modding community already did and implement it themselves. Did Genki say anything about multiplayer though? That's something I would love, man. Because I feel like multiplayer would be a sick addition for that game. Deconfirmed. Seikon, our resident YouTube poster himself. Let's see. Mobile version, online, overboost. What the hell is overboost? Nitrous? No, what is overboost? Other areas would have been cool, man. More routes above C1? Yeah, I hope so. I'd love to get some more content that you can enjoy. Overboost, like a draft boost. Maybe. The word itself doesn't mean much to me, if I'm honest. Underboost. I see what you're doing. You're very smart. A 4 times cash multiplier in real life. The problem is 4 times 0 is still 0, and 4 times your debt is basically game over. If someone quadruples my debt, I will disappear, man. Hey guys, Kuru here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. Nerd. Do you guys have a favorite track in this game? Gotta say I'm a bit biased towards the Vienna one. What is it called? I think it's when it comes to the names, it's kind of hard to remember for me. In most racing games I will not remember. I know it in Blur because every time you're waiting in the multiplayer online lobby you see the name of the track. So if you play the game for months and years, you remember it. It's Winter City. That's a good name. Yeah, I started to hate these taxis primarily because of TDU. Actually surprised Microsoft did not make a Series X Pro. Maybe because of the naming scheme, right? When it came to the Xbox One, they made the Xbox One X, right? Don't think they wanted to call their Series XX. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft kinda accepted that they're losing the console war to 2 Japanese companies. Shout out to Nintendo and Sony. Sega Dreamcast still cancelled. Yeah, it's gonna stay cancelled. They will make games, I don't think they will ever try the hardware business again. Like, Sonic doesn't sell enough to be a reason that you buy another console, right? And you can make a lot of money in the software sale business anyways. I'm okay with no Sega console. Especially, they didn't really try to innovate, right? Like, when it comes to innovation, you gotta go to Nintendo. Sony just makes more powerful consoles, which is fine, right? Like, most gamers don't need more than that anyways, right? Like, I very much agree with the don't change your running system approach. Sonic is in the peak area right now. I mean, I kinda agree. The movies are good, the games are good. There's really no need for a Sega console. Like, I would much rather have Sega make more games instead of trying to compete in a console market. In my opinion, leave it to Sony and Nintendo and let Microsoft put all of their games on PC and we're good to go. Buying one less console? Why not? Okay, whose face are we cutting off? Oh, that's the Dominator. Didn't recognize him with the different color. Oh. You know what they do in Xbox? They should do for Windows, man. Like, I want a stripped down operating system of Windows that is, you know, optimized for gaming. Like, turn off all the unnecessary shit. Might have collided, yeah. Help me whisper. We had a little bit too much fun in the voice booth, huh? Sounded exactly like her. Good, because it was me. The mystery has been solved. How did that happen? It's a great game to check your reflexes, like a reflex check. This game's on steroids, yeah. Very, very fast. Now, one of the mods has a value that makes the game slightly faster, which makes an already fast game even faster. Play the game with 300x speed. You can't even. The emulator speed up has a limit, and most of the time you can't even go that high because the hardware is not set up to actually go as high. You could try to mess around with all the settings and get there, but I doubt you will. But yeah, even with all the mods, I will say I still prefer Revenge. It just has the more fun gameplay loop in my opinion, and the extra features that makes it worth it. Yep, this is on PlayStation 2 emulator. You wish this would look like this on the PS2. The broken heart will always halve your points, even if you pick up a 2x or a 4x, it's always going to be minus 50%. So it halves the score and the multiplier doesn't work. So that's the worst of the worst. That doesn't seem good. No, the wrong event. That should work. Stuttgart. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, it's in Vienna, but it shows you... What? You pushed me into the Heartbreaker, you bitch. Ah, the 60 FPS. See, this is like clean 60 FPS. You know, while I like messing around with ray tracing stuff, usually it's not worth it. Right? Can I make it to the finish line? If I explode, do I fly further? I think I will. Hey! By the way, is it part of the mod? Or are you actually allowed to restart single events? Just remember it was not possible in Burnout 2. Like in Burnout 2, if you get wrecked, you get wrecked. And you actually had to get first, even in every single race, in order to unlock the bonus event. It had to be perfect. Must be in the mod? Yeah, that's what I thought so too. I hate that the developers give you a car that just loses all of its speed in the walls. In a game where you grind the walls all the time. Makes no sense. They like to see people suffer. That would make sense. That would explain it. Right, since you were not supposed to see the names of the other drivers. Although I still think it's very lazy from the developers to just number the drivers rather than giving them names. You still see them on the side here with their boring ass names. Windows 12, that definitely sounds like overdoing it. Whenever I see a Windows update, I'm like, okay, they're gonna steal more data from me and the entire system is gonna run worse. Nice. A bunch of features are not gonna work. I have to reset up everything again. I'm gonna avoid Windows 12 for as long as humanly possible this time around, unless they give me a compelling reason. I think the least amount of problems I had with 7 and then 10. I don't remember much about the XP times anymore. I think I was too young to really judge my Windows XP experience, but at least anecdotal evidence, other people talking about it, Windows XP was alright. Oh wow, the guy immediately exploded. So far away from the action though. Can't imagine that that's how you're supposed to do it. They just broke! Oh, they just hit the brakes and they stopped. Where's my car? Oh god, so far away. Just like in Burnout Revenge, like, you don't see where you're going. That was a gold medal, I didn't even have a multiplier! Whoa, that has not happened before. At least it's not randomly crashing. You know, in Burnout 3, I think the junctions were too easy. They were harder in Burnout 2, they were harder in Revenge. Like, it feels like you don't have to bring too much skill to the table. Does that make sense? No! Don't break my heart. Get him. Ah, so close! I don't even know what a 4X is, man. A lot of the cars enter later, so I think we gotta be slower. Do you see how the timer runs out before the cars even join the action? Nice. Oh, that was the last second pickup. Oh, that was tight. But I feel like there's just too little time. See, the car is still flying. Yep, cook. Like, the point values for these events are not that hard. Okay, dodging the heart, not that difficult. Oh, we have to get down there. It's hiding back there. Let's see if that's enough. Where's my car? I gotta be so close. Like, this car is sliding towards it, but not me. Too early. I mean, these two cars are literally here just to mess with the player. No other reason. And then it's kind of hard to get the turbo. But to be honest, I don't think you need it. Like, it's so late. The little bit of acceleration that you get there doesn't do much. Ah, I forgot about it. Big heads. Oh, devs definitely have a sadistic side. You can tell by playing this game. Maybe I go for the explosion. I'm not sure. I would love a speed breaker, just to have a little bit more time to assess the situation. Oh wow, I have to go way left. Oh, that was perfect, dude. I really wish I also landed on the secondary explosion and the 4x. Man, that corkscrew attack on the tanker was brutal. Oh man, without the multiplier I wasn't even gold. That was cool though. Uh oh. Things the Heartbreaker can't be overwritten. Doesn't matter if you get 2x or 4x afterwards, you're just done. So if I jump a little bit higher, yeah, that's better. I'm close. Yes. Because fuck that bus. That is true. I'm not sure why they only limit themselves to like 3-4 colors. Black, white, red, blue. Right? Like any other stock colors? That was it, right? Like they had a budget. Super 1 had yellow. Okay. Like they had a budget for some reason for colors. I can't imagine that changing the color takes any development time. Couldn't have gone worse. That seems... What? That seems buggy. They should move, right? Why would you put speed up, like the nitrous thing right before a parked car? Right? What a weird design. They did so much better in both Burnout 2 and Revenge for the Junction. That was a bit of trolling, yeah. What would you guys do with 2.6 million? Like, what would be your game plan? How much do you use immediately? How much do you invest? What do? You get 2.6 million. Free to use, no taxes. Retire. Yeah, but how do you retire? Like, I'm asking you, like, concrete. 500,000 cheeseburgers.
Hamburger.
600k for a house, 2 million index fund. Work 3 days a week to keep yourself occupied. Yeah, I think that would be the number one thing. What do you do for a living, right? You gotta do something, because I think at some point you will notice that, being on vacation 24/7 doesn't really work. Oh, you can break. Didn't even know you can break. Gold without a multiplier? I wonder how many events allow you to do that. Especially the junctions are also so short too, right? In Revenge you have multiple explosions and just more elaborate setups. And even Burnout 2 has more elaborate setups. I've never been to the beach. Still a gold. Maybe that is why the events are so easy. You're supposed to be able to gold them as a challenge without a multiplier. I'm not sure, I have no idea if it's even possible. But it's just something that I thought about, It might be possible to gold all the events without the multiplier. That would be good for the retro achievements, something like that, Reach the gold medal without getting a multiplier. Pretty sure you could code that in. I'm missing the hard hits of Most Wanted 2012, you just hit someone in the back at really high speeds and it just takes him out immediately into takedowns, just from ramming. Which I think was fair considering sometimes how hard and how fast to hit them. Not good enough. It's gonna be very tough getting 3 kills here. It was even 22. I need 3 kills in 15 seconds. A lot of wheels. 23! Oh, this event, dude. No, don't turn me around again. Can I get another? No! Oh, that could have worked. No, I accidentally saved. Fuck me. Super scammed. Man, if I actually had a crash there, I could explode the car again, Let's pick the heavier car. This is unnecessarily hard. Oh, it doesn't even work, huh? It doesn't even work. Why is there no quit button? Oh, crash nav. So stupid. Why is it called crash nav? I've been looking for the quit button twice and I didn't find it. I know why. I still don't like it though. Yeah, quit to crash nav. That would have been more intuitive. Because every other game would call it quit, right? I don't think I'm getting enough kills, although I'm having the heavier car. I need 24 kills here, holy shit. Okay, 3 in 30 seconds we can do. But maybe I shouldn't start with a crash. You miss fast games like this? I know, that's actually the same thing that I said. The same thing that I said when I played it again. I was like, man, new games are not this fast. Not at all. Like, this is what sense of speed is like. Sense of speed should be like. You're not getting the sense of speed anywhere. Usually it's messing around with the FOV in modern games if you want to improve your sense of speed. Like position of the camera, how dynamic the camera is, which means how much it's moving around, and distance to the car. Like all of those factors play into how good the camera feels. Yeah, I think I was happy with the camera in TDU. Sadly, I wasn't happy with the rest of the game. It is quite frustrating being a racing gamer nowadays. Whenever something new comes out, get shit on. Like, it's too rare that we get something like Tokyo Extreme Racer that we can actually enjoy. Right? I want Tokyo Extreme Racer with like the online functionality that TDU was supposed to have. Something like that, you know? The problem is, even if they would repair TDU at this point, I think it's too late. Like, I cannot see the gamers coming back. People were not super excited for TDU in the first place, other than TDU fans themselves. So I actually cannot see that the mainstream would ever get to it, even if they fix it. Come on, that was 2 this time, right? Boy, this event, dude. USA. Hey, we're getting close to the end. Not really, we have 40 events left. Biggest beef that I have with this game is how everything loads forever and a half. Like, all of those cutscenes in between are insane. Like, you spend half of your time in menus and watching cutscenes. A cutscene skip button for mods. I wouldn't be surprised if you could just straight up remove it. Like the cutscene itself. Ooh, classic hot rod. Good start. All I wanted was some boost. The hot rod drives terribly. No, I pressed the wrong button again. Dude, how close was I to the finish line? 130 seems like a time where you can have a single crash. I'm not even sure how many slowdowns you can have. Yeah, it's not grippy at all. It's a terrible car. You know, I like cars that have like an up and a downside, you know what I mean? But this is just down. It is drifting in a straight line. You just steer hard in a straight line, the car will start drifting. Super annoying. Right there. That was me just steering, I didn't hit the brakes. Might be salvageable. Ah, or not. Like, one crash and the rest of the race needs to be perfect. It's pretty much exactly 5 seconds when you have a crash. You might be able to explode up. Or not. This game is too easy, dude. I didn't get the secondary explosion, I didn't get the gold medal, and it was still gold. Crash Junction's too easy. Because usually when I think about old games, they're hard. And the races are way harder than the junctions. I mean, if you can get the gold medal without even getting any of the multipliers, you know, too easy, right? I see so many cars not involved yet. You know what I mean? This is why it's too easy. There were so many ways to do this in a more exciting fashion. I'm not sure why they dumbed it down so much. A bit sad about it. Gold, explosion 4x, easy enough. Perfect, man. Right in the middle of all 8. If that isn't a guaranteed gold, I don't know what is. See, in my opinion, something like that deserves a gold medal. Actually, that was a really good gold medal, you know? If you want to introduce platinum, that could have been a platinum, right? Strike. Get his ass. Things when you have such a heavy car, it just goes through everything. Yeah, the thing is, widescreen was extremely rare, right? Most people had their 4x3 CRTs. And obviously you couldn't just render the game at a higher resolution because the performance wouldn't allow it. So it would stretch the original resolution by changing the pixel format, basically. But where's the rest? Oh, barely did. See, why is this a gold, man? I missed like 70% of the cars. Okay, that does make an explosion. Oh, we exploded 2 gas tankers. This might be enough. Nope. Okay, I don't think I can save this though. Maybe. I'll give it a try. My heart is broken, bro. This might work, actually. Oh wow, I'm actually too far. I'm so far away from the multiplier. Honestly, this one, I just want to get the double. He pushed me right into it. Alright, I'll take it. That's how you 4x. Follow me for better tutorials. See, this is a proper event, right? I actually have to do something here. That's what I want, right? I want some effort. I think that's too early. Who knows? There's gonna be a lot of damage here. See, that's what I mean. I literally crashed 2 seconds into the event and I get a gold star on this. Oh, we really messed that up. Somehow works still. Still works somehow. Are we gonna do this? Okay, I didn't expect that. And the double. How did that work, man? So many things went wrong and it still worked out. It seems like I've done a lot of the races, not so much of the exploding stuff. Oh yes, definitely good. Gas tank is basically an extra Crashbreaker. No, there's another one. The greed. Greed's kicking in. I want another one. Can we? Yeah, we can definitely avoid the 4x. We don't need it. The double is usually enough. Was that slow motion at the end there? Barely touched the car. Alright, that's that. Chat, thanks so much for hanging out. If you want to support the stream, you can check out our sponsors. We got Mad Monkey, amazing supplements for gamers, instant gaming, cheap game keys. YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, it's all here if you need something. Sleep tight, to come back tomorrow for more, and good night, shots. Bye bye.